Hi, I'm Max.
And I'm Skylar.
Recently, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
And it didn't take us long to become completely obsessed with the show.
But one of the things we love the most about the show is the brilliant end credit sequences.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we're going episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credits.
We're excited to have you join us right here on Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure the Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due.
All right!
Sitting on the chip-chipperoo, watching the tides roll away. Doesn't rhyme. Sitting on the chip-chipperoo, wasting time. Skylar and I
Did I just harmonize?
I have no idea. Skylar and I are going to start a Motown group, I think.
No.
Is that Motown? I don't know.
I was in the Music Man.
I
In
think
eighth
you were gonna
grade?
say I was in the music industry. And I was like,
You were in the
were?
music industry.
Well, I was, but you weren't.
I was in the Music Man when I was in like 7th grade or 8th grade, 7th grade. And my music teacher, who was like the nicest human to ever exist, got so mad at me.
For what? 'Cause you
I
couldn't
could
sing?
not harmonize. I didn't get it. I couldn't do it. She was so frustrated with me. She ended
Wait,
it.
hang on. Before you finish the story, Biscuit is clearly vying for attention on this podcast by squeaking his toy.
It's like, nobody
as
cares about your
loudly-
stupid stories, Mom.
He's like, did somebody say music? And now he's just playing his trumpet.
Biscuit, go sit on your bed.
Are we done, Biscuit? Something tells me we're not. So your music teacher hated you and abused you.
No.
Verbally.
No. And then for the actual performance, they had to just cut our mics out and turned her mic on, and she harmonized as if she were me.
Don't most kids not know how to sing, and they're just kind of like saying things like loudly?
No, I think it's like a given talent and a craft.
Which song were you singing? Oh, the
sorry.
Fargo wagon
No.
is a coming now.
It was I'm sorry. It was actually Bye Bye Birdie, so it was that one boy, one special boy.
Okay, that's enough. I'm just kidding.
Childhood
I'm
wounds.
just kidding. See, you're still damaged. See?
Can we talk about Bob's?
Yes. Look, embrace the Linda within you.
The Linda Belted Belcher.
Yes.
Yep.
But we should talk about Bob's.
Let's do it.
That's what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
Should we play a little Bob pun or Max pun?
Let's do it. But before we do, just going to slip this in quickly. Go check out our Patreon. We have a new episode out, and I think you're really going to like it.
Yeah, I agree. Go. Patreon.com/Bob's Credits. But yeah, our Patreon, we're putting up a few bonus episodes a month. It's worth going and subscribing if you want more of the Bob's world. You want more of us. You want more Biscuit squeaking and interrupting a podcast. That's what we all do. You ready for Bob pun or Max pun?
Yes.
Your first pun is all in a glaze work burger, served with balsamic glaze.
You.
Bob.
Oh, okay.
Your next pun is the should I saute or should I mango burger. Comes with sauteed onions and mango salsa.
Bob.
Yes. Your next pun is the ain't no mountain rye enough burger, served on a rye bun.
Bob.
Max. And your final pun is, Biscuit, drum roll, please. He's panting. It kind of works as a drum roll. Last mango in Paris burger.
Bob.
Max.
No. Okay. It's very hard.
Yeah, and I doubled up on the mangoes in that one, I guess. I didn't even realize that until I don't want mango on my burger.
Me. I actually, we don't need to talk about my food preferences right now.
No? Okay.
No.
Should we get into the episode?
Yeah.
Okay. Skylar, can we have the title and synopsis for Season 4, Episode 15, please?
The title is The Kids Rob a Train. When Linda and Bob bring the kids on their wine train date, Jean, Louise, Tina, and regular-size Rudy hatch a plan to steal the train chef's chocolate. The day is a mess, a literal one, with melted chocolate raining down on the kids and Linda starting a wine fight. Because is it even wine tasting without a wine fight?
This episode came out on March 30th, 2014. It was written by Stephen Davis and Kelvin Yu and directed by Boo-won Lim and Kyung-hee Lim. Thoughts on the episode, Skylar?
Well, I tried to share my thoughts with you on our walk last night.
We've done this before, where Skylar starts to talk to me about the episode we watched, and I'm like, no, save it for the podcast.
For the podcast.
So Skylar and I, as I said, we don't speak to each other.
Well, I really wanted to talk to you about it. This isn't one of my favorites, and I wanted to have an honest conversation with you beforehand.
I wanted to be surprised for our audience while they were listening, so surprise me now. I want the listeners to know that I'm putting my relationship on the line for you.
I think on the walk I said, can you just be my husband and talk to me? No, that's it. This isn't my favorite.
Okay. So that's what you're going to tell me on the walk?
Yeah.
Oh, I should let you tell me that then.
I did say that on the walk.
That's not a big reveal.
It's not a reveal because I said it on the walk and then you shushed me.
What makes you... So when we say this is not my favorite, it's... In the Bob's world, it's a good episode. It's not a phenomenal episode to us.
Yeah.
It's not one of our,
It's fun rewatching because, we know regular size Rudy so much better. So I love... when I say it's not my favorite episode, all the one-liners and jokes are always so phenomenal and good. I think it's more the plot and going away from the restaurant. It's not a page level thing. On the page level, the jokes and the characters, it's always there.
Can I ask you something about the episode that
Sure.
may be why it's not... Does it make you anxious at all the way that it makes me anxious when Bob and Linda are wine tasting and then their little vacation gets hijacked by this snooty wine guy?
It's so annoying.
We've watched this episode a few times now, and every time Skylar goes to me, when Linda invites him over to come wine taste with them, Skylar goes, I would kill you, Max, if you did this. I was like, I would never do that. I would kill you if you did this.
If one of us did that, it would be me. 100%.
Yeah. Because you're nice. You're better at being nice than I'm not being mean.
You don't want to interact with anyone.
I don't want that to happen to us on vacation. I don't want us to have to deal with someone.
You send that vibe out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to not make eye contact. I try to not be friendly.
You might be missing out on a great connection somewhere, though.
I agree with that, but I think it's worth it if you and I can enjoy our vacation, the two of us, without having to interact with someone else. I
would have killed you. I'm surprised Bob was so cool about it.
Yeah, he wasn't thrilled. He was not thrilled.
He's not thrilled.
He was very annoyed.
So which storyline did you like better? The kids stealing the chocolate or...
I actually liked the Bob's and Linda storyline better.
Interesting.
Because I can relate to that more right now, like we said.
Yeah. You can't relate to throwing yourself off a train, stealing chocolate.
A bag full of chocolate, having it melt all over me, and... No, I absolutely can't. Unfortunately. I can't even remember the last time I've been on a train.
I hate repeating myself. I want to bring new insight to these podcasts, but there's this one airport episode, I think season 10 or something, and I just didn't like it because I didn't want to be in an airport. It makes me so anxious. Maybe that is part of why I didn't love the episode.
You don't like travel episodes. You don't like when you're...
I didn't like the Florida one.
The cruise?
That's not my favorite. Although, clackety clack clack.
Come on. Every episode has
brilliant
high points. Yeah,
high
great
points.
Comedic moments, whether it's one of our favorite episodes or not. But
yeah, I do like the school or the restaurant or the apartment.
Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. Maybe that throws you off at the beginning.
Am I being way too hard on this? What are your feelings?
That's what we've always said.
Can we take the highlight off of me?
No, I want it to all be on you. You were negative Nancy.
Thank you.
Who doesn't talk to anyone on vacation. Do you want some fun facts from this episode?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk voices. We get a couple new characters. We
I
get
do voices.
I do voices. Mrs. Doubtfire, everyone, if you don't know. If you know, you know. What is it?
If you know, you know.
IY.
You don't need the hashtag.
Six.
You don't. You just do the.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Voices. Rick, who is the snooty wine guy.
Ugh.
Any guesses who voices him?
No.
Okay. Matt Walsh, who we like very much. He's from Veep. Mike McClintock on
guy?
Veep. The bald guy. The tall guy, the bald guy.
Who?
The funny bald guy with the mustache. Mike.
The redhead?
Yes.
He's not bald.
He's not bald?
No.
Balding.
Okay, that's different than bald.
Oh, okay. He's balding. He's also one of the founding members of the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Very cool.
So with like Amy Poehler and Horatio Sands and that whole crew. Hilarious on Veep. Skylar and I sat next to him out here in LA at a concert once with him and his family, and we're like, "God, that's the guy from Veep."
And Veep was like,
we were in
that world at that point.
Yeah,
it
Veep
was great.
Still on. It was one of the seasons was on. And
yeah,
we were like, yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Skylar, don't embarrass me.
I'm like, hey, come wine taste with us.
And that one I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
We also meet Ethan, who is, I guess, in charge of the children on this train, but he's also what else? He's a server on the train. He's
he's a waiter.
Yeah, but he's also relegated to taking care of the kids, which means locking the kids in the back.
Yeah, I feel like that looked hot back there.
Yeah, it doesn't look fun. Rudy's making the best of it. He seems to like it.
That is part of the episode I loved, is that this poor kid has to go on
all the time because his dad is trying to
date on the weekends.
I guess so. So Ethan is voiced by Michael Showalter, who probably best known for like being one of the creators / actors on Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh, wait, the reboot TV show or the movie?
The original, okay. But also the reboot, obviously, because he created it. He also directed The Big Sick.
Oh.
And he's one of the co-creators of Search Party, another show we love.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I love that show.
I would not kid with you about this stuff. Also, a new voice we get. This is the first time we meet regular-sized Rudy's dad.
Oh.
Who, as we mentioned, is dating...
I want him to find love.
Yeah, he met someone on an app. He took them on this wine train date.
Well, no, this is where he takes all his dates, every single one. Because Rudy's used to that.
Rudy's used to being...
back cabin.
Rudy's making the best of it, and he must be so thrilled to see his friends show up.
I know. That would be great.
Have a little adventure. Those Belcher kids always get Rudy to some sort of adventure.
Which he needs.
Yeah. So Rudy's dad is voiced by... His name is, by the way, Sylvester Stieglitz.
Okay.
So that's Rudy's last name.
Okay.
He's voiced by Brian Husky, who's you'd recognize. He's a comedy guy.
Okay.
It's one of those pops up. He's hey, I know that guy person on a any show.
Okay.
He also voices Rudy.
No way.
So Rudy's dad is voiced by the same guy that voices Rudy. Those are all the fun facts I have for you. It's all voice related.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. I don't have any other
So it sounds like
facts.
the internet maybe doesn't love this episode either.
They might not. Do we want to get into these end credits?
Let's get into them.
Okay, so the final moments are they're off the train now, the family, and everyone is covered in...
something.
Well, the kids are covered in chocolate because they just had melted chocolate drip all over them while they ate it.
Gina's shirtless.
Gina's shirtless. Gina had to get
not the right
naked.
outfit.
Yeah, he wore his overalls with a handkerchief around his neck and nothing underneath the overalls except for underwear. And those got caught when he was trying to climb back in, so they had to take them off.
Yep.
But Gene's happy in his underwear.
I wish I had the same I don't know if body confidence is the right word, but he just feels he truly loves the skin he's in.
I think that's true. I think it is. It's just self-confidence. He loves himself.
I want to be that free.
We all should be that free. We all need to be more like Gene.
Oh, I did want to tell you a huge thing that I didn't say in the car this morning because you would have gotten mad at me.
This sounds so awful now. You're not allowed to talk to me. Don't talk to me unless there are microphones in front of our face.
I had a huge moment this morning.
Okay.
And I can now say 100% that my favorite character on Bob's Burgers is Gene.
Oh, do tell. This is a very, very big moment.
Well, through our first watch, I was like, it's Tina. She has my anxiety. I think the boy stuff is just hysterical. She's awkward. I just like, I feel her soul so much. But as we've been rewatching, Gene has my heart. He is my favorite. Period. I thought you would want to know this new development.
I can see that. Maybe we should do so on our Instagram. Someone asked us like who our favorite
side
in the
characters?
family. No, our favorite in the family. Like rank the family or something like that, and we ranked them. And I think mine's changed since we did that on the spot.
I think we both said Gene first, but it was like in like a toss-up sense. But now I know. Like when someone asks me, I'll have the answer
Maybe we'll
ready.
do it again and we'll see. Or we can do it on a mailbag episode of our Patreon.
Yeah.
You mentioned Tina, by the way. We're going to do her crushes if we haven't recorded it already over there on Patreon. So we're
going to see who
lots of good
her
stuff
best
going on over there.
Crush of the show
we're going to
is.
put them all up against each other like we did with the Gene songs.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right.
So everyone is covered in stuff. The kids are covered in chocolate and mom and dad are covered in wine and saliva.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a COVID nightmare.
Yes.
Right? This is a very pre-COVID episode.
Although there's alcohol in wine, so
I still don't want the fact that Bob drank that they drank the spittoon is so gross.
It's so gross.
That scene in Sideways that they reference where he drinks it is so disgusting.
I think it's funny.
It's hilarious, but it's so gross.
Yeah, it's really gross.
So they're standing outside in front of the train, and Ethan is about to appear in the window of the train as it pulls out, and he realizes that the kids pulled a fast one on him.
Oh, look, there's Ethan. He's yelling something.
Oh, hey, Ethan, we found your chocolate! It's on our faces and in our tummies!
Okay, so the train starts pulling away. Ethan's screaming through the window. You can't really hear him. The family's walking away as happy as can be.
And Linda takes a little chocolate lick off of, I think, Louise.
It's great.
It's cute.
And then what happens? We cut to the end credits.
Classic end credits, kitchen scene.
Bob, Tina, and Louise prepping burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Except what difference do we have?
Do you want to talk music first?
Yeah, let's talk music. So the music there is kind of like, I guess it's like a show-tuney movie train version of the opening credits, the main theme song.
See, I was just like, oh, it's Western music. I didn't get that it was the opening.
Yeah, you're right. And it's like a Western train song, like musical. But yeah, if you listen closely, da, da, da.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know it was the opening.
Yeah,
credits.
It is. I think I catch hints of the theme in there, so I'm pretty sure it's a version of the theme.
Very cool. And what else do we see, Max?
Well, everyone is still covered in the stuff they were just covered in. Bob is still covered in spots of wine all over his clothes, and the girls are covered in chocolate.
Yep.
So this is not the first time Bob has prepped burgers covered in saliva.
It isn't, and I actually thought of, I forget what Dr. Yap called his saliva, spit take, something like that. Disgusting.
Yeah. What was the name of that episode?
Bob Goes to College or something like that?
No, it was...
Brotherhood.
Okay, I got it. I've got it. You have any more guesses?
Omega Bob.
So it was episode 4 of season 4 this season. My Big Fat Greek Bob.
Duh.
Another one of our not so favorite episodes. But yes, Bob is covered in saliva in the end credits.
And cooking.
There, and it's disgusting. And now they're doing it again. This is if Hugo were to walk in, they would get shut down.
Yeah.
And I would be on Hugo's team, and I'm never on Hugo's team because I'm
tired
tired
of. Who wants
of
to be on Hugo's team?
I know, but I'm tired of Bob prepping burgers with spit on him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my God. Maybe he's friends with Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Oh, because they don't bathe or
I
they
am
don't bathe their children.
so
or
tired of those headlines.
the media just took that. Sometimes I feel like these celebrities, and this is what I would do if I was a celebrity,
Yeah.
just to like fuck with the media, would drop stuff like that. Like I would totally drop stuff like that in interviews because the media does like it
Pick up
does-
on one sentence from an hour interview.
yeah, and just run with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
They're probably like, I don't shower every day. I mean, I didn't listen to the interview, and I'm not defending whatever.
I have no idea what's
Celebrities
going on.
are also
I'm just sick of it.
super kooky, and
They're so
maybe
weird.
Yeah,
I did hear once that Alicia Silverstone like feeds her child when they were a baby like a mama bird. Like
I do
chews up
remember
her
that.
food
I do
and then
remember.
spits it in their mouth.
yeah, I remember that. It's so gross.
I feel like at this point I'm like, would Bob do something like this? Because that's disgusting.
I don't think Bob would. I could see Linda doing that, especially for
Can
Gene.
you see Jean be like, feed me like a baby, like a mama bird? Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
That's that. Let's see
Yeah.
what else happens.
But one of the things we like to talk about is when do these end credits take place in the world, if they even do? And this is very clearly right after the episode itself.
But do you remember that Bob was like, come on, guys, let's get going to this wine train thing because we have to get back for the dinner rush.
Oh yes. So
He
they're
literally
prepping-
said that.
Yeah.
So he's literally cooking for the dinner rush
Yeah.
in saliva.
Uh huh. That's disgusting. I don't want to be there.
And you know, like, spilled wine doesn't smell great to me. Like, what does this smell like?
Wine in general doesn't smell great. I know we're supposed to like smell it, but it's like, especially if it sits out.
Yeah.
But with mixed with saliva, that's why I think the spittoon has to smell. It's all these different kinds of wines and saliva with bacteria.
No.
How long has it been sitting there? It's on Bob and Linda right now.
Were they I thought they were just throwing the wine glasses at each other. Were they throwing the spit bowls?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the episode, he just says, like, I feel like I French kissed the entire train.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually a little nauseous. So
You want to go have lunch after this?
I mean, I always find my appetite, but okay.
Should we keep playing it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're just prepping burgers. Bob did his little butt scratch. Louise has brought the plate over to Bob. She's putting it in the window for Linda, who's made an appearance, and she's still covered in wine.
Is that the splotch on her shirt?
Yeah.
So she's serving people like this.
Yes.
Okay.
You got to lower your standards to eat at Bob's sometimes.
Yeah. Bob is so, like, I think one of the reasons the business doesn't make a lot of money is because he cares so much about, like, high quality ingredients and, like, all this stuff. Yet, Bob,
I know, yeah.
maybe it was just, like, one of those days he's like, okay, fuck it.
Maybe they're like, this is a restaurant. You are serving stuff and spilling stuff on yourself all day, so we've got chocolate and wine on us. That's part of being in a restaurant. You get stuff spilled on you.
Yeah, chef.
It just means we're, like,
Life.
working really hard in the kitchen.
Okay. I'm not sure why the front of the house looks like that, but okay.
They're helping out. They're running around.
Okay.
Look, we were both servers. Did you never spill stuff all over your
I had
shirts?
shit all over my shoes
Well,
when
that,
I would
yeah.
leave.
Oh
It's
my god,
so
the
gross.
bottom of the shoes.
No, the tops of my shoes.
Oh, the bottom of my server shoes smelled like vomit, honestly.
Max.
Well, I'm just telling you. It
Oh,
was just
that's
all
disgusting.
food from night after night after night.
That's really gross.
Yeah. Everyone having a good time out there listening to the podcast? We're still waiting for Gene to make his appearance. Okay.
What was that, like, Arabian music?
I don't know. Well, I think it was just like they're adding to the movie theme of it. But so Gene makes his normal appearance from the right side of the screen to the left in his burger costume, but he's still covered in chocolate too.
So, did Gene get home?
He didn't have anything on. So Gene came home in his underwear and probably put the burger costume on.
And he's
Makes
like,
sense.
I'll just be a mascot for tonight. I don't want to help with anything.
I think he's shown that he's worn that costume. He wears that costume in his underwear.
Yeah.
Because when Mickey had to wear it, he was just in his underwear and it was so awkward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he just came home, tossed that thing on in his chocolate naked body, and that's what happened. Those are the end credits.
Saturday
to
night.
The Kids Rob a Train. Not much changed.
No.
Skylar and I talk about how sometimes we like subtle.
Mm-hmm.
This is as subtle as it gets.
And how do you feel about that?
I enjoy it, but it's not enough.
Maybe if we liked the episode more.
I think we talked about, so we'll talk about some highlights, lowlights.
Mhm.
The low light for me is I just like when I really look at the credits and I realize that Bob is covered in saliva, it ruins it for me. It makes me sick. Like the one where
Yeah.
in My Big Fat Greek Bob, where he's covered in saliva. It's so gross and so well
The
drawn.
animation is so good. You can almost feel it like slithering down his back.
Yeah.
That makes me nauseous right now.
The thickness of it, the goopiness of it, it's so good.
Max. I like how we're fine with the goo baby dancing.
Yeah. So everyone listening, will Skylar gag
Max,
by the end of this episode or not?
it's not funny.
It is funny. It's hilarious. This is why I don't want to have the conversation off the mic. I want to really get your natural reaction.
I don't have a lot in my stomach, so that makes it super easy for me to gag.
Really? More than if you had a bunch of stuff to throw up?
Yes,
Okay.
because I
We
just
better
Okay.
finish this episode before that happens.
Oh.
Oh God.
Okay. I don't know that I really have highlights. It is what it is. I think it's weird that Linda's
Serving?
serving. I don't know.
Maybe just at least wash some of the stuff off your face. I don't know. They act like they had to rush home because there was a line out the door
It's the
to
dinner
serve
rush.
people, but they don't ever have that many people in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Unless there's
So
some
maybe
kind
they
of
could
event.
open, 30 minutes late,
If at
shower.
all. If at all. So as we've said, we don't even know if they serve dinner. They're sometimes upstairs having dinner.
No, but Bob said we have to get home for the dinner rush.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe because the dinner rush is where you make like all your money. So maybe they couldn't afford to. You can take off your shirt and put on a new shirt.
That's what I think too. If Jean was able to slip into a burger costume, you could have put another shirt on her. You could
Okay.
switch your shirt on.
That is my highlight. Thinking about Jean coming home and being like, I'm so sad my outfit didn't work out today. I'll just put on this burger costume.
Time to do my job.
Yeah. I think that really tickles my funny bone. And he's someone who he'd be cool not showering until the evening, until the night.
Oh, or at all. He would
He'd be like, ooh, midnight snack.
maybe he's one of Mila Kunis's and Ashton Kutcher's kid. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
So that's my highlight.
Okay. Should we score them?
Yeah.
We score on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of Tina's Skylar, do you want to score first?
I will.
Okay.
Do you have your number locked in?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 5.
That's exactly what I was going to give it. It's just the bare minimum of what you can do in these end credits.
I
Right?
don't even have ideas for what would be better because the episode just didn't. The Goo Baby. So brilliant.
Yeah, the Goo Baby from last week's episode
Yeah.
was great. I don't know what I would suggest that they do because I don't want Rick to make an appearance because I hate him,
Rick.
the wine guy.
No. I don't want the train guy. Regular size Rudy.
Maybe these are perfect for what the episode is. I don't know what else you
Yeah.
do, to be honest. Maybe just they could all be having a wine fight, or maybe the kids are prepping stuff and Linda and Bob are running around having a wine fight.
That'd be cuter.
Mm-hmm.
Before the restaurant opens.
Yeah,
That's cute.
that's what I'm going to say.
Well,
just says 5.
aren't they wasted?
Maybe, yeah, I would think so. They've
Yeah.
been drinking
So the kids
wine all
could be
day,
all clean and the parents are still.
doing their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the kids are trying to prep the burgers because the parents
Yeah.
are just...
Or they could have, done an original, they could have gone outside of the restaurant or something, since there's nothing that just comes to mind. Anyway, that's what it is. It is what it is. And
It
it's
is
a
what
5.
it is. It's a 5. That's okay.
Yeah.
They all can't be 15s
Nope.
because we don't score to 15.
Well, you did on,
Yeah, but that was you said that was not allowed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So mean.
you really are. I'm always trying to score things off the mic, and Skylar's like, "No, wait, we have to be recording." Anything else we want to talk about before we get into signing off here? No, Skylar's staring at the wall, shaking her head. Thank you, everyone, as always, for listening. Follow us on social media, Bob's Credits, Patreon, as we mentioned, patreon.com/Bob's Credits. Leave us reviews, do all that stuff, have wine fights while listening to us, enjoy some melted chocolate while you're listening to us. Skylar's
I'm ready
raising
for
her
my
hand.
sign-off
Okay.
line.
Skylar, anything else you Is there anything else you want to say to everyone before we get out of here?
I'm going to say stay chocolate saucy.
Oh, I like that. See y'all next time.